Were Vimanas, the ancient Indian flying machines, real or just mythological allegories? This question has been a topic of much intrigue and debate. Vimanas are a fascinating facet of ancient Indian lore, said to be aerial vehicles capable of interstellar travel. But were these just fanciful stories, or could they be evidence of advanced technology far ahead of its time? As we explore this complex question, we delve deep into the annals of history, mythology, and technology. Dive into a journey that spans thousands of years and challenges our understanding of technology and history. Vimanas find their first mention in the ancient Indian scriptures. These scriptures, namely the Vedas, are a complex collection of texts dating back to as early as 1500 BC, and they are highly respected for their spiritual and philosophical teachings. Yet within these profound texts, one can also find references to Vimanas, often interpreted as flying machines or celestial chariots. The Rig Veda, the oldest of the four Vedas, describes Vimanas as chariots of the gods capable of traversing great distances, disappearing from sight and changing shape at will. The gods, it seems, had access to technology far beyond our comprehension. In the Yajurveda, there are mentions of Vimanas that could move on their own without horses or cattle to pull them. They're described as self-moving and navigable airships. But it's in the epic Mahabharata where we find the most detailed descriptions. Here the Vimanas are portrayed as huge double-decked cylindrical vessels with portholes and a dome. They flew with the speed of the wind and gave forth a melodious sound. We're told of a Vimana that could house at least 8 people, with 4 wheels and powered by a yellowish-white liquid. A description that aligns eerily with modern-day fuel. In another ancient text, the Ramayana, the Vimana Pushpaka is described as a gigantic, self-moving aerial car that could change its route at the will of its master. It could ascend as high as the solar and celestial regions and descend as low as the earth at the mere command of its rider. From these ancient scriptures, we gather that Vimanas were not mere flying objects but advanced machines capable of incredible feats. They had the ability to change direction, speed, and even their physical structure. They could become invisible, produce music, and even replicate themselves. These ancient texts paint a vivid picture of Vimanas, but can we take them at face value? As we delve deeper into the mystery of Vimanas, we must keep an open mind and question everything. The descriptions of Vimanas have led many to question their true nature. This uncertainty gives rise to an intriguing debate. Were Vimanas advanced pieces of technology or mere mythological constructs? Let's delve deeper. On one side of the argument, we have proponents of the ancient astronaut theory. These individuals posit that the detailed descriptions of Vimanas in ancient texts could be evidence of advanced technology, potentially even extraterrestrial in origin. They argue that the specificities related to the construction, movement, and weaponry of these flying machines are too intricate to be mere fantasies. These theorists draw upon passages from texts like the Vaimanika Shastra, which describes Vimanas using terms that resonate with modern aeronautical engineering. They suggest that these descriptions are not fanciful imaginations but rather depictions of actual aircraft, possibly even UFOs. This theory, as exciting as it may be, assumes that our ancestors had access to technology far beyond what we typically attribute to them. On the other side of the debate, we have scholars who interpret Vimanas as mythological or symbolic entities. They argue that the Vimanas, like many other elements in ancient texts, are metaphors and allegories used to convey philosophical and moral teachings. These scholars caution against taking the text too literally. They suggest that the intricate descriptions of Vimanas reflect the richness of the human imagination rather than a record of technological achievement. They assert that interpreting these entities as real physical devices is a misreading that overlooks the symbolic and cultural significance of these stories. The question then arises, are these two interpretations mutually exclusive? Could the Vimanas represent both a rich symbolic narrative and a historical record of advanced technology? Or do these opposing views represent a fundamental disconnect between our understanding of ancient cultures and their actual capabilities? So, we have two vastly different interpretations of Vimanas. Which one holds more weight? This question, while seemingly simple, opens up a complex and fascinating discussion on the intersection of ancient wisdom, mythology, and the potential for advanced technology in our distant past. The answer, as we will see, is far from straightforward. In recent times, the concept of Vimanas has sparked much debate. As we delve into the modern era, we find that the notion of Vimanas, these supposed ancient Indian flying machines, has become a hot topic of discussion amongst various groups. Historians, scientists, and even enthusiasts in the field of ancient aliens have been drawn into the conversation, each bringing their unique perspectives into the fray. Historians, for instance, largely view Vimanas as an integral part of Indian mythology, a fascinating allegory that reflects the imaginative prowess of our ancestors. They argue that Vimanas, like many other mythological entities, are symbolic and represent the ancient civilization's desire to conquer the skies. They see them as an embodiment of innovation and dream, rather than a literal interpretation of a flying machine. On the other hand, many scientists are intrigued by the detailed descriptions of Vimanas in ancient texts. While they often caution against literal interpretations, they do acknowledge the possibility that these could be exaggerations of some form of ancient technology. The level of detail in the scriptures, they argue, suggests a degree of familiarity with aviation principles that is hard to ignore. But perhaps the most fascinating interpretations come from those who subscribe to the theory of ancient aliens. This group sees Vimanas as evidence of extraterrestrial intervention in human history. They argue that these flying machines were perhaps inspired by, or even gifted by, advanced alien civilizations. Their arguments, while often met with skepticism, add an intriguing dimension to the debate. The conversation around Vimanas is far from settled. Each interpretation brings with it a set of questions and counter-arguments, further fueling the debate. Some believe we're interpreting ancient allegories too literally. Others suggest we may be underestimating our ancestors' technological prowess. And still others propose explanations that are out of this world, quite literally. The modern discourse around Vimanas further complicates our quest for answers. So, were Vimanas real or just mythological allegories? This question has fueled countless hours of research, debate, and speculation, and today we find ourselves still grappling with it. Let's rewind a bit and revisit the points we've discussed. We delved into the ancient scriptures, the Vedas, and the epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata, where the concept of these flying machines, Vimanas, first surfaced. These texts describe Vimanas in great detail, painting them as chariots of the gods or advanced flying machines, capable of interstellar travel and armed with weapons of mass destruction. We then moved on to the intriguing question: are these accounts mere mythological allegories, or could they be evidence of advanced technology existing in ancient times? This led us to the modern interpretations and debates surrounding Vimanas. Some propose that these accounts might be a testament to the advanced knowledge of our ancestors, while others argue that they could be misinterpretations of natural phenomena or even extraterrestrial encounters. These diverse interpretations are fascinating, but what they all have in common is their lack of solid, irrefutable evidence. The descriptions of Vimanas, while vivid and detailed, are still rooted in religious texts and ancient folklore, making them difficult to verify scientifically. There are no physical remnants of these alleged flying machines, no tangible artifacts that we can examine and study. This leaves us in the realm of speculation and theory. We can't definitively say whether Vimanas were real or just figments of mythological storytelling. There's a lot we don't know, and perhaps a lot we may never know. Despite the lack of conclusive evidence, the debate continues, fueled by our innate curiosity and our relentless quest for knowledge. The mystery surrounding Vimanas, like many other ancient mysteries, is a testament to the richness and complexity of our history. It reminds us that our past is not just a linear timeline of events, but a vast, intricate tapestry woven with threads of fact, fiction, and everything in between. While the question remains unanswered, the mystery of Vimanas continues to captivate us. The enigma of Vimanas takes us on a fascinating journey through time. This journey, one of intrigue and wonder, has led us to explore ancient scriptures, question the boundaries of myth and technology, and delve into modern interpretations and debates. It's been a voyage not just through the corridors of history, but also through the realms of human imagination and innovation. The Vimana debate has shown us that history is not a static, unchanging field. It is dynamic, constantly evolving, and subject to reinterpretation. It has also demonstrated that technology, too, isn't restricted to our modern era. The possibility of advanced technology in ancient times challenges our preconceived notions and compels us to rethink our understanding of progress. Moreover, the Vimana discourse brings to light the power of myth, of stories that transcend generations. These stories, whether based in fact or fiction, inspire us, fuel our curiosities, and drive us to seek answers. They remind us that our pursuit of knowledge is an eternal journey, one that doesn't end with a single discovery or a definitive answer. In the end, whether we regard Vimanas as ancient Indian flying machines or as mythological allegories, they serve a significant purpose. They encourage us to question, to explore, and to imagine. They are a testament to our human capacity to dream and to innovate. Whether real or myth, Vimanas are a testament to the power of human imagination and our eternal quest for knowledge.